Calling to order the regular meeting of the Wheeling Plan Commission for Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Riles.
Here.
Commissioner Smart.
Here.
Commissioner Heiken.
Here.
Commissioner Sprague is here. Commissioner Carl.
Here.
Commissioner Meyer.
Here.
Chairman Johnson.
Here. Ms. Nyes, any changes to the agenda?
No changes.
And citizens' concerns and comments? Did anybody have any general things they want to discuss other than the petitions before us later? No? Okay. We have no consent items, so we'll start with docket PSP MIN 25-0023. Request for minor appearance approval for changes to the exterior facade for Forge Gym Incorporated, 31 North Wolf Road. Ms. Nyes.
Okay, so I will just show the picture here. So on the left, you see the beforehand picture, and on the right, we see the after. So the petitioner's here after the fact to get approval for changing the exterior of the facade. Staff is fine with it. I think it looks a lot better. We just had 3 conditions that are proposed. There's just some other shots. This is the west facade. This is the south facade that backs up to Jiffy Lube. That's the north facade. So they did a good job with the matching, the gutters, the contrast. And then this is the northeast corner. So this is the trash enclosure that's referenced. And this is the east side that's not painted. So if you have any comments on the conditions, would you like me to read them now?
Sure.
So number 1 is the east facade of the building shall be painted to match the other recently painted facades of the building no later than April 22nd, 2026. Number 2, the trash enclosure shall be power washed and then painted to match the new color scheme of the building no later than April 22nd, 2026. And number 3, a wheeling sign permit shall be required in order to permit any exterior signage to be installed or modified except for signage pursuant to Chapter 21.6 of the Wheeling Sign Code.
And the petitioner is here, I presume? Yes. Come on up. Introduce yourself.
My name is Pavlo Derobidenov.
Move it up a little bit higher. You're a taller guy.
My name is Pavlo Derobidenov.
All right. You've heard the conditions that are proposed.
Absolutely.
Anything you want to add to what Ms. Nyes had said?
No, it's all, yep.
Okay. We'll just ask in general, are there any questions from the commission? Sprague.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just curious why this was done before you got permission to do it.
To be honest, I did not know that I need a permit for painting, so I just didn't know.
Okay. It does look nice.
Thank you.
Just next time you want to do something,
Now I know.
remember you need to come to the village. Okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. That's all I have.
Anyone down there? All right. Then I would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second. Meyer, Sprague.
Myers. No. Oh, you said? Oh, I thought it was at the other end. Okay, never mind.
Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Smart.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. It looks nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're approved. You don't have to get any other permits except if you want a sign permit. Then you come back. And then if you just work with me on those conditions by next year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll send you a letter tomorrow with everything.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we have a public hearing, PSU 25-0014, Request for special use approval to permit a tobacco retail establishment for Wheeling Tobacco LLC, 1053 Lake Cook Road. Mr. Secretary?
Wheeling Tobacco LLC, 1053 Lake Cook Road. Leasee is seeking special use approval pursuant to Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19.10, use regulations and associated sections in order to permit a tobacco retail establishment, Wheeling Tobacco, located at 1053 Lake Cook Road, which is Zone B2 Neighborhood Commercial. A special use as defined in the zoning code is a use of parcel of land that requires review and consideration before approval due to the potential for negative impacts on surrounding properties. In order to be considered for a special use, the petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how the proposed use will not damage the enjoyment or use of the surrounding properties. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that their request meets the standards for a special use as established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board.
Thank you. Ms. Nyes, do you have anything before we get to petitioner up?
I just want to state that the application and the public comment we received are entered into the record, and that staff has proposed 12 conditions, which I think we can go over later. And then just, you know, as you read through the standards for the special use, which all have to be met in order to be able to approve the special use. Staff has stated under number 1 that we do not believe they've demonstrated that there's a public convenience or community need for this establishment in the area. So staff has not provided a recommendation one way or the other on the special use.
The petitioner here. This being a public hearing, I need to swear you in.
evening.
I need to swear you in. You swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth.
I swear.
And state your name and business address for the record, please.
1053 Lake Cook Road.
And your name.
Samer Abu Saime.
All right, tell us what you want to do.
So we are gonna open a tobacco shop, and we are gonna sell cigarettes and cigars, and a product of CBD under the local law, as the city says about the CBD product.
Okay, anything else you want to tell us?
That's all. Tobacco shop,
Okay.
and everything will be, of course, like on showcases.
Yeah.
So nothing will be handed to anyone.
All right, I believe we have some public comments, so if you'll step aside, and Karen Jacobson. Need to swear you in as well, so.
Yes,
You swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth.
yes, I do.
And your name and address, please.
Karen Jacobson, and can we go back to the previous slide, please? Well, before that one. The one. Yeah, I'm right there. See on the map, if you come where the blue circle is and you come down to the left, okay, keep going to the left, like you had to drive down Lexington. Now go straight down. That red top building right underneath your arrow, that one, I'm right there, 1115 Scanlon.
Okay.
And I wrote you a couple of pages that I'm not going to go over, but that's how close I am. I've been there a lot of years. That's how I know that these things are all a problem. But I didn't know about a new one, and I wanted to mention that. I have it on my phone here, but I can't text it to you all right now. I'm just going to read it into the record here. Unfortunately, can you hear me okay? Recycling facilities continue to report improperly recycled single-use vapes caused 60 fires in June alone. Why? Because somebody drops them, they have a lithium battery in them, and the next guy steps on them. Didn't even see it, boom, it's a fire under your feet. I didn't know they do that. But it says that single-use vapes, which is what, like, those, tobacco shops are selling now, cause fires when crushed. And that's why they won't let them on airplanes now. I don't want them in my neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Jim Miller. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth?
I do.
And your name and address, please.
James W. Miller, 1150 Northbury Lane, Unit D2. I don't really have statements, I have questions. I was curious about the hours of operation.
You can go ahead and just ask the
Oh, okay.
questions, and then we'll write them down,
Okay.
and then when he can have a rebuttal and answer them.
Okay. Hours of operation, and then I see there's a cigar smoking room. So I'm particularly concerned about how the,
There's no smoking allowed in the facility.
okay.
There's,
So-
the cigar room is just to.
Oh, it's where they sell
it's-
cigars.
They keep the
Okay.
cigars.
All right, then it's, my concern would be what ordinances there are to control smoke and distances from buildings, and, okay, none at all. So normal public rules as far as smoking once they go out the door. Noise. I don't know how much volume of business they anticipate to attract here, but because this shopping, I'm on the board for Lexington Commons, which this backs up to. So I'm concerned about any business that goes in there, just relative to the closeness of our buildings, because we're right at the back alley and across the street. Hours are a concern simply because currently with Stella's, I don't know what their hours are, but they continue to get later and later and later. And their routine now is dumping their trash into the metal dumpsters at midnight to 2 a.m., which is extremely disturbing for people that have bedrooms around that area. And also, Starbucks is back to doing their deliveries after midnight, so their truck is always backing up with their beep, 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 to deliver goods for the next day. So I'm concerned about any business that brings in late-night noise, and just a volume of people that, I am pleased and always pleased to see that shopping center full, because I think that's an advantage for the community and keeps the riffraff away whenever there are stores in there. But just curious about those aspects. Thank you.
Thank you. Christine Ademick? Close? Well, come on up and you can tell us what it really is. You just swear you in. You swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth.
Yes,
And state your name correctly.
Christine Adamick,
Ademick, okay. And your address?
1166 Northbury Lane.
You?
So I'm also along Lake Cook Road in the same community, Lexington Commons. And one of our neighbors here has collected many signatures opposed to the tobacco. We feel like we have a speedway because of the Shell gas station and all the drag racing that goes. We feel like we have gambling, and we do not feel like we should have tobacco stores and that kind of thing too. It just seems overload on the one corner and in our neighborhood. Already our dog poop cans are filled with trash. They're not supposed to be. Our pickup people are putting the trash on the ground because they don't want to have it. I can only imagine what else we're going to get into the cans when something else goes in, like a tobacco store. My neighbor also mentioned to me that there's a KinderCare or a daycare center not that far away. So it just doesn't seem right to have that going on with cars pulling in and pulling out when there's children around. And I know those tobacco stores sometimes don't last long, and they get a lot of traffic in and out. So I'm concerned about the safety of people walking their dogs, walking generally in a situation that's just in and out. So those are my comments.
Okay.
I would be grateful if you'd really think hard about
Valerie?
agreeing to this.
Should we be getting the petition?
Yes, you can accept a petition.
Yes.
Yeah,
But if you-
this is a public hearing, so you're able to accept evidence at the,
Okay. These into the record somehow?
Pass them around, you can see
yeah. And then it'll just get scanned into the record when Marcy updates it for the
Thank you.
board.
All right, and then we have Linda Bones. Did I get that one right? And raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth?
I affirm.
And state your name and address, please.
Linda Bonas, 1152 Silverwood Court, D1.
Thank you.
I'm just concerned about smoking in general. It's bad for people. Why would we want a smoke shop in our neighborhood when it's bad for the community and bad for the people? We have one down on Lake Cook already. We have one on Milwaukee Avenue. They can go there and get their smokes. They don't have to come to Lexington Commons. I just feel it's a bad idea, and it's not healthy for the neighborhood.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wanted to speak on this that didn't sign up? Nope. All right. You want to step back over there, and this is your chance to respond to any of the comments that they made?
No, actually, I noticed that they are talking about the garbage can for the tobacco shop. If you notice about the garbage, it's almost like all like empty boxes. So we don't throw any e-cigs there. We don't throw anything like, because we sell the customer, and we don't for us to throw anything like e-cigarette, as I told you, or any battery in the dumpster, and always we just empty boxes.
There was also a question about the operating hours.
The hours, it is from 9 to 8:30, I believe. It is not long hours. I think it is from 9 to 8. The hours.
Yeah, the cover letter said 9 to 8:30.
9 to 8:30, correct. Yep.
All right. Anything else in
Every day.
response to the,
Any question to respond
oh,
about any?
we'll have some,
Yep.
I'm sure. Let's see, we're gonna start with, let's start with Commissioner Meyer.
Good evening. So if you could talk to me a little bit about why you've decided this is an ideal location for your business, that would be helpful.
Actually, it is like we found this location and we said, okay, let's try to open the tobacco shop, because we are in tobacco shop in business.
Right.
So we decided, always we go to the job, what you are know about it. So we know about the tobacco, so this is why we decided to go to tobacco. And we found this location, so we said, okay, let's try this location.
And in selecting the location, did you consider the other businesses, the other residents in the area, where
No,
other
actually.
where other
Just-
tobacco shops might be located? Or
No.
or was it simply a case of the space was available?
It's
and-
the space available, yep. We saw it and we decided to give it a try.
Okay, so one of the things that I struggle with just a bit here is, again, happy to see new businesses in Wheeling.
We like to be like a part of this community, and we, as I told you, we are in business for a long time, and we will be like a good neighborhood.
Yeah,
So this is what we hope, and we will be like under all the law, the city or the state or whatever. So I'm sure the people, I know maybe they hate the tobacco in general or the cigarette, but we will try to be a nice neighborhood. We like the community.
so one of
If
the-
you don't, it's okay, but we like the community.
So one of the other things I
Yep.
struggle with is in looking at the proposal you have put forth is demonstrating that there's a need for this tobacco shop in the community. So can you talk to me a little bit about why you perceive there's a need for this particular type of business?
Like, what do you mean? Can you explain more? Just to,
Like, when we talk about a need, right? It's, why does the community need a tobacco shop?
no, it is not about needs. So as I told you, we just like we saw this location and we like to be in this like in this area, and Wheeling City, and we found this location and we took it. It's not about need or not need.
Okay,
It's just like a business.
so let me ask this a different way. How is your tobacco shop of benefit to the community?
Like it will be like I really don't know exactly until we will try. We don't know exactly. Yep.
Okay,
I can't tell you the benefits until we will try to see what is the benefit we can give the community or the city or the Wheeling City. Yep.
okay, thank you.
You are welcome.
Mr. Carl?
Hi.
Hi.
So do you operate, I think you said you did, do you operate other tobacco shops?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
We do have actually like 5 of them in Minnesota. We are in Minnesota. We
All
are
in
not
Minnesota.
here.
Are any
Yeah.
of them in close proximity to like residential neighborhoods? Like this particular?
Almost like, yeah.
Okay, and do you ever have any,
No, actually,
mean, I
there's
know
no
there's
any,
a lot
no,
of
any
fear.
problem. No, we are friend to all the neighborhood there, and they are friend to us because, as I told you, it's not about only cigarette. We sell like accessories for the house, like ashtrays, all that stuff. We sell like sometimes gifts for the people also. We sell like candy. We sell like bob. So it is not about only cigarettes. So always, yeah, no any problem with any neighborhood at all.
all right, yeah, that's my only question.
Commissioner Sprague?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's your most popular product that you sell?
You can take cigars.
Cigars.
Cigars, yep.
And
And after that, cigarettes.
And that room that's on the drawing here, that's a humidor room?
Yep, this is the humidor room, yep. Correct. Here is it, as you see, it is the cigar room. And it'll be, we did it like 341 likes. Yep.
And then what's your biggest age group for clientele? The age of the most people that come into your shop?
At 21 and over, like the law. 21 and over, so, but almost like for, each stuff, it has like different people. So like for cigars, almost like you can say 40th
Older.
and over, yep. And for cigarettes, you can say like 30th to, let's say, a middle of 30th. For e-cigarettes or e-cigs, like you can say from 25 to 27, 28. So it depends on the product. And there is also for accessories, like also for old people.
And then can you give us any idea on how many customers you get in a day?
Do you mean here in this location or in general?
In general?
In general, so actually it depends on the area and population in the
Yeah.
area. So like some areas, maybe you will get like between like, let's say like between 100 to 150, some locations 200 to 250. So it depends on the location, depends on the area, population. Some locations like small population, so you will not get like more than 40 to 60 each day. And the most like, busy days, almost like a week, the weekend, Friday and Saturday.
And do we have any idea at all, like the mini donut factory shop, how many customers they get in a day?
I do not know.
I just was wondering.
Yeah, it's hard to guess
comparison-wise.
because it depends on the population, as I told you, yeah, and the areas.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I have, thank you.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes, thank you. So I'm still a little puzzled. What exactly is it that you're going to be selling? You said candy, you said
we sell
cigars.
cigars, cigarettes, and we will sell, as I told you, the CBD product and accessories in general.
And
Accessories
what are
like
the accessories?
the accessories like lighters, like ashtrays, like cigar cutters. These all like candles. There is incense. So all these we put it under accessories.
Okay. How
So
many,
the tobacco shop in general, it's not only for smokes people. Some people, they like the candles, and we always do have like a candles and the incense, and people, they don't smoke, but they like to come to buy the candles and the incense.
okay. So how many employees were you going to have at one time?
So now, almost like with this hours, we will have 2 shifts at least. So
How many per shift?
beer shift, it will be like 1 person. It depends, maybe 2 person a shift.
So one person per shift?
Beer shift, yep.
Okay, and now is there an age restriction by law through the state that you can't let people in, or you're restricted as to age as what you're selling your stuff to?
Exactly, 21st.
21 for everything?
Exactly.
And how is that going to?
Anyone, if he's under 21, he cannot be in the store, even he cannot be in. So first thing we do, we ask people, please ID. So if he's under 21, underage, so we can sell him, and he cannot be in the store. And something else we do have in all our stores, we have the cash register. It is locked with the ID. So if I scan the ID, if he's underage, the cash register will not open. He should, when he scanned the ID, he should be 21 and over. And when I scan the ID, the cash register will unlock.
So the ID scan is when they walk in the door?
The ID for the cash register, but usually sometimes if we see the people, sometimes we ask immediately, please, can I see ID? If he's underage, he cannot be in, we will let him out. And if he has no ID also, we cannot sell him, or we cannot let him even in.
But here's my concern, with one employee, he could be doing his customer service, and other people can be walking in that are not 21. So how is that being enforced? Other than when they come to the register, at that point, it's too late. They shouldn't be in the store.
They cannot be in the store, so we will be careful about this point, that we have to ask anyone he will get in, please ID. So we can control that. Usually we control that.
That needs to be controlled. if they're
Because
not allowed-
always the cash register, it is in front of the door, so anyone came in, I can ask him from the door, how old are you, please can I see your ID? So even if I have a customer, I can ask him when I see him from the door.
Okay, and then what's your busiest time slot? Morning, afternoon?
Busiest, almost like, always like between 4 to 6 p.m.
And when is your shift change?
So first shift, it will be like, if we are 9, we said 9 to 8:30, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 11 hours, so almost like 5 and a half hours.
So your shift changes at the busiest time of the day?
Yep.
Okay. That's all I have. Thank you.
Commissioner Smart.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening. I want to follow up on some of Commissioner Meyer's questions. Commissioner Meyer was the first person who asked you questions, okay? I didn't understand the answer to your question. I'm going to try once more. Explain to me why your tobacco store, how it's needed, it need public convenience, or there's a community need for it? I'm asking that question because it's part of the statute. It's part of one of the little rules that you have to, like, check the box in order to get a special use for your business. And I'm having trouble
No, as I told-
understanding
yeah,
from what
okay.
you said so
Yeah.
far, how you meet that requirement.
So as I told you, so I can't like tell you that the community need or doesn't need. Maybe the community need, maybe doesn't need. I can't guess that. As I told you, it is like a business. So we came to the area like a business. So we don't know the area. Maybe it will not need, so maybe I will not be successful. Maybe I will close and I will not like be in the business.
So
Who knows?
if there are other tobacco or smoke shops in the area, there might not be a need, right?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because we do have, like in Minnesota, sometimes like in the same area, there is more than one tobacco shop in the same area, and all of them, they have business, and all of them, they are well. So this is what I'm telling you, so you cannot know until you will try. It's hard to guess. Any business, it's not about tobacco. I've been in business before, like for liquidation store, and it didn't work for me. Some people work for them, and it doesn't work for me. So you cannot guess it will work or need or not need. The area, I thought it's need when I start business for liquidation, and I know the area, they need this business. When I open it, so I found they don't need it. So I closed and I lost my business. So it's hard to guess until you will try.
All right, thank you.
When you try, when you will try, you will know. Always.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Commissioner Riles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to piggyback off of both commissioners, Smart and Myers. I'm curious also, and I understand, it's the need that we're talking about here, right? And
You all need the need. Which is like, so if I will tell you that the community need this business, or doesn't need the business, so I really don't know. It's hard to guess, really. Any business, and I'm not talking about only tobacco, any business. It's hard to guess the community need or doesn't need. So you come to the area, you open. I am not talking about only this area, so any area, you go to the area and you open business. But you don't know the community need or they don't need that until you will try.
I would think the first rule of thumb is, as we know, it's location, 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 right?
Yep.
So any business, anyone you choose,
Yep.
it's about the area and the location, and you have to sense as a business owner that there's some sort of need. You just don't.
So now-
You're not going to take your business and put it in farmland. You know this.
No, I will tell you something. So now about this point, so we look to the community. We know we have like 39,000 in this community. So as a community, as a population, it is good to open business. But
Bingo.
now, exactly, it is big enough.
Bingo.
Exactly, big enough to open business. Whatever. It's not about only tobacco shop or smoke shop. So the community.
Sure.
It's
So
required-
let's
it's good for any business as this population.
Bingo. So
Exactly.
you're saying to us that there is a need for this product. You're
There is a
saying
need
to
if
us
we
that there's
are-
a need. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to get in a back and forth, but I want you to understand why the question is asked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a business owner, whatever money you're investing in this
Of course,
business,
of course.
you're going to find the best area
Correct?
to build your business.
course.
So you're saying to yourself, as a business owner,
Yep.
there's a need in this community, in this area, for my product. So we have to, you don't know how successful you're going to be. We
Exactly.
get that. But you do know in your
I know
mind,
about the area. As I
hang
told
on,
you, the
hang
population
on,
in this area,
hang on,
39,000. Yep,
hang on.
yep, go ahead. Sorry.
All right? You know in your mind as a business owner with the products that you're selling that there's a need, whether there's 3,000 people, 36,000 people, or 360 million people. You're saying to yourself, there's a need there. I can profit. So let's clear that up first of all right?
Okay.
How much you make, that's a different story. It's how you present your product to the population, to the people. So first of all, we have to be clear and transparent and say to ourselves, yes, there is a need here because there are a percentage of people in this population who want the products that I'm presenting.
So let's clear that up, all right?
Okay, there is a need.
All right?
This is the.
So yes, let's just,
Okay, yep.
there's a need
Yeah.
in your mind.
There is a need. I told you, we know this area. We look for the population in this area. So if it is about need, if this is what you mean, okay.
You understand what
There-
you
there is a
understand
need.
it. You said
There is a need.
you own these stores in Minnesota.
Yep, correct.
So you already know.
Yep.
You already know.
About
Yeah,
the population.
I don't know if you have them in Alaska, but I know you know the area before you plant your flag, right? All right, so let's
Okay.
let's play fair here, okay?
Okay.
Let's play fair,
Okay.
all right?
We play fair.
All right?
Yeah, we play fair.
Okay, and they asked you the question, answer the question instead of dancing around, all right? And I'm trying to get you to be clear and transparent in what you're saying to these members here and to the residents here in Wheeling, okay? There's a concern, and these people have a right to express themselves. The other concern is, and share with us from your experiences in Minnesota or wherever, as far as the trash and the garbage, what experience have you had with your other locations regarding your customers and your patrons coming in and out, buying the product? Share that experience with all of us here.
So as I told you, so for us as a tobacco shop, we don't throw anything like that in the dumpster. Always, we sell the customer, they buy the product and they leave the store, but we don't have the product to throw it in our dumpster. So our dumpster always just, it has like empty boxes, that's all. Empty boxes, empty bags, that's all. No anything other than that.
And that's at all your other locations?
Yep, of course.
Okay.
Because the customer will buy the product, as I told you, and they will take it and they will leave. They will not like finish it in one time when they are in the store.
And the other concern that I heard here, the residents, they feel that it's going to be heavy traffic. And you say there's approximately, on average, between 100 to 200 customers coming in and out of your stores at peak hours. Can you share with us, how does that look at this location? And I don't know how much you can control that or not, but you know, to reassure the citizens and the residents here in Wheeling about the traffic flow.
Yeah, actually, if you look to the mall or this mall, it has like it's nice exit and nice entrance, as I believe if you see the picture for the. Yep. So it has like good entrance, good exit, and I don't think it will make any problem. And there's many also business there in that area.
Sure.
It's not only me.
Sure.
There's a Starbucks, there is, I believe, also a pizza restaurant. So there is many stores there, not only me. So already there is people coming to that area. I don't know if you have ever heard any problem about other business when they are coming and the customer coming to buy anything. So usually this is the business in general. When you come to any strip mall, always they have like nice exit, nice entrance. So
No, I was just in the area last week over there, so I understand, but it's just a matter of reassuring these nice folks who've come out tonight that there won't be an issue.
no any problem.
All right.
I'm sure no any problem about this one.
No other questions, thank you.
All right. And you said you had like 5 other locations. Where are they?
In Minnesota,
All of them?
all of them in Minnesota.
So this is your first time in Illinois?
First time. Yep.
Normally, getting involved with how you want to run your business is outside of our purview, but do you realize that on this side of Lake Cook Road, the taxes are higher than on the competition side at the gas station across the street? The county tax is completely different,
Yep.
and
We
your
know.
products are going to be more expensive than they can get across the street.
Yep.
You realize that?
You know that.
Okay. Because I hate to see you if you do open a business, I hate to see you fail because you didn't know that. Let's go down the list of conditions.
I have one more
Oh,
question.
just a second. Commissioner Sparrow.
Are we aware of any issues or resident complaints with the other existing smoke shops in the town?
Oh, in town?
We've had some problems with smoke shops in town with underage, with selling to underage, but I'm not sure about resident issues. I wouldn't know that.
Thank you.
And our police department does monitor that on a regular basis, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mallory, can we take another question from the audience?
If you want to. I mean, we have like the setup that usually goes questions and then the commissioner questions, but if you want to allow it, you can.
Yeah, come on back up.
Hi, I'm Karen Jacobson again. And I listened very intently. You guys did a great job questioning. I have a follow-up I went to the Hatch, which is like, a half a mile up the street. And I went to some of the other facilities that sell these types of products. Number one, they have somebody at the door at all times checking IDs. You can't get in without showing your state ID. Number two, there is somebody different at the register. Number three, there's always a security guard there too.
Well, dispensaries are a whole different issue.
But they do the ID check at the door, and then they do it again at the register. So that's, I think, in Illinois, kind of good thing.
Can I add something on this
No,
point?
just, why don't you
Okay.
just sit down and
I
let
just
her
had a
talk, and
couple
then you
things.
can come. No, you can come back after.
Yeah. Jim here is on our board, and he will let you know that we used to have people smoking in our buildings, and over the years, we kind of now don't even allow you to smoke in like the buildings, in the entrances, in the shared commons. We're kind of down on it, and part of the reason is, okay, we get people from all the communities around us because we have nice walkways through. And they used to throw their dog poo everywhere and not pick it up. And I don't even own a dog, but I pay for some guy to come around and empty these dog poo things that we put little trash bags in.
but
So
let's
everybody
get
can pick it
back-
up.
let's get back to
And they're
this issue.
putting garbage in them from Starbucks. We're gonna have his garbage too. And his is gonna start trash fires. And then we're gonna be calling the fire department. And that's gonna cost the city money. And the other thing is, we're a lot of old people here right now. And it's because all the young people with the little kids that go to the kinder care, they're at home putting their kids to bed, giving them baths. They couldn't be here tonight. We're here on their behalf too. We don't want that generation smoking either. It's addictive. It's bad for you. The Surgeon General will tell you that. Please don't let them put another smoking place right across the street from the people who already sell it cheaper. Thank you.
So, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted just to add something about the age. So usually, always we put also on the door before anyone came in, please, your ID, keep your ID with you. And we put, if you are under 21, you are not willing to be in the store. So all these, we put the signs always on the doors.
Right.
Yep, and the windows and all over.
All right, so there are 12 conditions that the staff put in this. So we will go over those now, and then we'll see.
Sure. Okay, number one, no person shall sell, purchase for, or furnish any cigar, cigarette, or tobacco in any of its forms to any minor under 21 years of age. Number two, no persons shall sell, purchase for, or furnish any tobacco accessories or smoking herbs to any minor under 21 years of age. Number three, the advertisement, display, sale, offering for sale, giving away, or delivering of any THC product as defined in Chapter 8.8 of the Village Code is prohibited. Number 4, the advertisement, display, sale, and delivery of products containing synthetic cannabinoid as defined in Chapter 8.54 of the Village Code is prohibited. The following text shall be displayed at all times in a prominent place, which shall read as follows. Warning to minors. Persons under the age of 21 are subject to a fine up to $500 under this chapter of the Village of Wheeling for purchasing any tobacco product or for misrepresenting their age for the purpose of purchasing or obtaining any tobacco product. Number 6, the sale, offering for sale, or delivery of any item of drug paraphernalia to any person, business, corporation, place, premises, company, or any other legal entity is prohibited. Number 7, tobacco and CBD products shall not be visible from the exterior of the subject space. Number 8, on-site consumption of tobacco and CBD products is prohibited. Number 9, pennants, streamers, banners, posters, ribbons, strings of light bulbs, spinners, inflatable objects, the outlining of windows with neon tubing or strings of lights, blinking or flashing, and other attention-getting devices are prohibited. Number 10, a building permit must be obtained from the Community Development Department prior to commencing any construction in the building. Number 11, a completed application for a Wheeling business license shall be submitted to the Community Development Department, and a business license obtained prior to any business operations occurring on the property. And number 12, a Wheeling sign permit shall be required in order to permit any exterior signage to be installed, except for signage pursuant to Chapter 21.6 of the Wheeling Sign Code.
That's a lot of conditions. Any other questions after reading those conditions? That end?
Maybe explain to the residents that we're just a recommending body and that the
Yes.
board will have
So,
final say.
right, so the Plan Commission here, it just makes a recommendation, and we'll compile the summary of the meeting here and your comments and the Plan Commissioner's comments. We'll present the finding of facts to the village board at the November 3rd board meeting, and the village board will make the final vote and the final decision. So no matter which way the vote goes tonight, it's not final. It's just a recommendation that gets passed on because the Plan Commission takes in all of your comments and the information from the petitioner, does the analysis, does like the groundwork and stuff, and then, we summarize it all up and then send that on to the village board. So remember, this is just a recommendation.
Really quick.
In particular, related to the traffic, if you recognize the shopping center and the access, there is one access. That access is off of Lake Cook Road onto Lexington Commons with a left turn into the shopping center. So we're talking about adding 100 to 200 accesses, left turns at that intersection to get to the shop. The shop is pretty far down the shopping center, which means that traffic has to cross that whole shopping center, which endangers all the other people coming in and out of the shopping center with that much traffic. And and this is generalization, I would say that people stopping for convenience are not the most conscious of speed. And so the in and out, the across the shopping center, the run in, and I got to get out and get going. There's one exit that goes east only, or else they have to come back through the shopping center, make a right turn onto Lexington, and then out through the light for left or right. It's, in my eyes, I think in our community's eyes, a terrible location for a high traffic volume. I think it also adds a lot of noise, but it adds a lot of danger. There are, because of the kids and the delivery of kids to the kids' care, but on Lexington Drive, we have a lot of young kids throughout the neighborhood that are on the sidewalks and on the side streets that I'm concerned about the traffic that comes through, because Lexington Drive, while it is a community street, is a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, which is constantly exceeded with drivers driving through there like it's a throughway. Police monitor it, but it's really out of control. So adding that much more traffic coming in for a convenience stop, I'm greatly concerned about. And the other thing relative to staffing, I don't smoke cigars or cigarettes, but having been around stores where there are shops, cigar shops, I believe that's customized sale. I believe you need somebody in there to talk them into the cigars and the quality and the brands that you have. With one person in the store, I don't see how they can cover the front of the store and go back to the back room cigar store and promote their sales. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments on that?
Yes, usually actually about what he mentioned for the cigars, usually the customer who go in the humidor to choose what he need for the cigars, we don't go with him. So he go there, he choose what he want, and he come to the cash register.
Okay, so if there are no other questions, I would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer and Carl. Commissioner Meyer.
No.
Hold on.
Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Smart.
No.
Commissioner Heiken.
No.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Chairman Johnson.
No. What do we got?
4-3, no.
Okay, so this will go before the village board on November 3rd, 6:30 a.m., 6:30 p.m. Same location here. I'll provide you with a follow-up letter tomorrow, and then the agenda will come out the Friday before the Monday meeting. So that's it for tonight.
That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. What do we got? Yes, we need a motion to close.
Moved.
Second.
Meyer, Smart. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Smart.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. Okay, next up, we have PV 25-0007, request for a variation to reduce the minimum required side yard setback on the north property line from 17 feet to 0 feet for Jean's Village Towing at 1290 Peterson Drive. Mr. Secretary.
Jean's Village Towing Incorporated, 1290 Peterson Drive. Property owner is seeking a variation as required under Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19.07.040, I-3 General Industrial District and associated sections, to reduce the minimum side yard setback on the north property line from 17 feet to 0 feet, associated with a non-permitted building addition located at 1290 Peterson Drive. A zoning variation is intended to be a method of adjustment to equalize regulations where the zoning code has created an unnecessary hardship. A variation is designed to allow affected property owners the same rights and privileges that others enjoy in the same zoning district. In order to be granted a variation, a petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how their individual situation is unique or unusual. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that their request for a variation meets the standards established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting material submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board.
Thank you, Ms. Nyes. What you got on this one?
Okay, so we have the variation, and then we have the major site plan. So both of those are going to go to the village board for final approval. And I have some conditions on both of them. So we can let the petitioner come up and
Come on up.
do the explaining, and then I can read the conditions later, if that works.
Commissioners,
It is a public hearing, so I need to swear you in.
with all due respect, sir, I will not be testifying today, but rather as an attorney for the respondent applicant, I would like to merely make an opening statement and then have my clients testify, if that's all right with you.
I mean, we still usually
I'd
have.
be happy to be
Yeah,
sworn.
just put any testimony we put on the
It's
record.
my pleasure.
So whatever testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth.
I do.
Thank you. And your name and business address, please.
My name is Jack Hertz, Hertz. My business address is 85 Revere Drive, Suite C, Northbrook, Illinois. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Illinois since 1975, and I represent Jean's Village Towing and the owners of the company that are here today.
Thank you. So,
May I? Okay,
yes,
thank you.
go ahead.
In this case, we're asking for a variance for the building of a structure as well as the minor site plan approval. And this is on the north side of 1290 Peterson Drive. We're asking for this relief because it's vital to the administration of justice in this matter as it pertains to the investigation of major accidents which occur within the village of Wheeling and surrounding areas where there's a need when there's a major accident or fatal accident, which is obviously is major, to have a safe environment for law enforcement officials, including the police from the village of Wheeling, as well as surrounding police officers, to have a structure where these damaged vehicles can be towed to a place where photographs can be taken, investigation can be taken without the need of being exposed to elements such as rain and snow, but also subject to angry citizens who may have been involved in these altercations or accidents, who would have free access if this was in an open area as opposed to a closed area with doors and no access permitted other than to law enforcement. This is a safe harbor for these police officers where they can investigate under the best conditions in order to satisfy the conditions of whatever they're seeking to find out. The structure itself is a small addition. It's ancillary to the main building. All code requirements have been met. There have been no complaints from any neighbors, and there's a seamless symmetry between this small structure and the main structure at 1290 Peterson Drive. Everything is exactly as it is in the main building, including even the garage doors, the painting, and all facilities. Once the village came to the place of business and inspected it, there were some things that needed to be corrected, and those items were all corrected pursuant to code and with permits, and all work has been done to satisfy and bring the matter up to code. Finally, this is in an industrial park. It backs up to railroad tracks, and there's nothing that's interfering with any of our neighbors here in their peaceful enjoyment of their buildings in this industrial park. There's no impairment to any supply of light, airflow. There's no congestion, of increase in congestion. There's just one garage door here. And there's no danger of any fire. There's no danger to public safety. And there's no diminution of any property values to our neighbors for the erection of this 17-foot addition. We respectfully are asking that you give the variance that we're requesting, as well as the minor site plan approval that we're requesting pursuant to the written documents. Thanks. My clients, Mr. Joseph D. Pascucci Jr. and Mr. Joseph H. Pascucci, who are both owners / representatives of the company, are free to answer any questions that you wish or to give any testimony.
Thank you. Ms. Nyes, just to clarify, or Mallory, he's saying that they got permits. We're saying it's an unpermitted building? What?
The addition doesn't have permits yet.
There were permits for sprinklers after the fact. There were permits for
Oh.
various remediation that was requested by the village.
Yeah, I think they have some.
Yes. There are permits that have been paid for with regard to this structure.
Okay, I'm not sure
But
if
the
it has
initial
all its
permit-
final, like occupancy and stuff. That I'm not sure of.
I would agree
Do you
with,
know?
I would
Okay.
agree with your assessment.
Okay. But I know, like, it was, you know, kind of urgent that you have to have, like, the sprinkler and some of those things were,
I do
they had
know,
to do, so, yeah, those permits had to be
I know
issued.
approximately $1,300 was paid to the village for certain permits, but the specificity of which I'm not sure.
Okay.
But the initial building itself did not get building permits.
No, there were permits issued after the fact.
After the fact. So you had an architect, you had a contractor, and you have a lawyer, but nobody thought about getting permits for this?
I wish I could say, as the attorney for over 40 years for this company, that I was out of town at the time. But no, I didn't get a call seeking my advice on that issue.
And Gene's Towing has done business in this village for decades, I presume.
And as I would expect as a valued member of the community, and performs a great service for public safety as it relates to the towing of vehicles and assisting in these sometimes fatal situations where the police have to investigate.
Okay. Any public here, so Commissioner Riles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm just curious, have you had any issues in the past regarding interruptions or, people coming over causing any issues or problems
May I
in the
bring-
past? Sure.
May I bring Mr.
Sure thing, sure.
Thank you.
And I might as well swear you both in. Come on up here, raise your hand. You swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth?
I do.
All right, name and business address, I guess we have.
Joseph Pascucci, Jeans Village Towing, 1290 Peterson Drive, Wheeling, Illinois.
And you, sir?
Joseph Pascucci, 1290 Peterson, Wheeling, Illinois.
Thank you.
Have you had any issues in the past regarding any issues pertaining to accidents and the investigation going on with the police and maybe, whoever's involved with the accident has come over and disrupted or caused any problems?
In the past, we've had people, try and get into the fence to get stuff out of their car, but not on an investigation. We do have to secure the vehicle for the police department, and they used to use the Collins building, and after they tore that down, we were using our building, our body shop. We're opening it all off and doing that to keep the people away from it. Didn't work out well. And this started out as a driveway parking lot, then we were gonna do an overhang, and it ended up being a building. It was not the right way of going about it. I apologize for that. It'll never happen again. I would always go for a permit.
Thank you, that's smart. How long have you been in business over there? I'm sorry.
I've been in business 41 years. I've had the jeans contract 38.
So you've been here for 38 years?
I was on Milwaukee Avenue for the first 25,
Okay,
next to where the old go-kart.
2009. Okay. The reason I ask is because, again, you said there are people whose cars have been involved in an accident and they've tried to trespass or break in to get items out of the vehicle.
In the tow yard, yes.
And so for all these years, what are the percentages of that happening over the years? Would you
Very
guess?
minimal. Very minimal.
Okay, so that's my point.
Yeah,
It's taken this long to want to add this addition on. So to me, if I'm reading between the lines, it's not necessarily the security aspect of it. And it's not necessarily the investigation of the police when they tow cars in there. And as your attorney eloquently expressed, fatal incidents or accidents that's involved. So to me, it's not necessarily, because he also stated that the residents are, they're nice, haven't complained or anything like that. So I'm just wondering why and we talked about it earlier, the need for this now after so many years being in business and low percentage of people trespassing or breaking in or whatever word you want to choose to get items out of a car that was involved in an accident.
Well, there's a difference. When I probably made a mistake when I said it. When you asked me the question, I was talking about the tow yard itself. This is separate. This is after there's been a shooting, somebody got killed in the car, a drug bust, a fatal accident. We have to get the car secured where nobody could be around it. That's always been a problem. We used to bring it years ago to the police department, then they outgrew it. Then it went to the Collins Fireplace Building. They had that for whenever Collins left, I don't even know. Then when they tore that down, it became an issue. We started using our building, our body shop, roping the cars off, but we have employees in there. It just didn't work out well. So when we started to do this building, it's perfect. I mean, every police department that we tow for, they love it. And Wheeling is a big one. They have a lot of stuff going on in there.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes we have 3 cars in there for a month. For a month. When they're not in there, it's a vacant building.
Okay. No, thank you for clearing that up. I think it was kind of vague, or at least for me, I was trying to get the understanding of, is this something that is extreme, or is it rare, or where does it fall, in that area?
Depends on the weather, depends on a lot of things. I mean, we could have nothing for a month, and then all of a sudden you got 5. And we could fit 5 cars in there if we have to.
Okay. All right. Thank you for clearing that up. No other questions.
Commissioner Smart.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
Hi,
Hi. You've been here since 2009,
yes,
and you've come up here and you've done appearance reviews before, right? This isn't your first time?
with this board, my first time,
First time here?
yeah.
Okay. Your cover letter said that you're a first responder.
We are.
Can you explain that to me? I know that you provide a service, a very, very valuable service to first responders.
Sure.
You're a first responder because,
Say there's a bad accident, the fire department's there, they can't quite get into the car, we assist them a lot. We
okay,
help them out a lot.
Answer real quick.
Sure.
So to answer your question, in the state of Illinois, we do police towing specifically. That's all we do. We do it for 6 police departments. When you call 911, first call's police, second call's fire, third call's Gene's Towing. Our job is to get out there as quickly as possible. We are timed. Our job is to clear a roadway, clean up the roadway, make it safe for drivers so there's no other obstructions, and get the vehicle safely removed off the roadway. And in the fact that there is any type of fatality, they call it MCAT. MCAT is a major crime scene. They recreate the crime. We have to bring the vehicle back, put it into our building, and then they recreate the scene. They do the downloads on the black boxes, photograph, measure, weights. There's a lot of things going on there. So we are considered a first responder in the state of Illinois.
so I guess what I just wonder is, given your proximity to law enforcement, why in the world didn't you follow the rules here? I mean, why?
It was stupid.
Yeah.
Because we did a permit for a driveway and a parking spot. Then when everything started getting busier and busier, we needed a spot. I figured, let's put an overhang on, which turned out to be a kit that we bought from, a company here in Wheeling. And then it went into, let's put the sides on. It was wrong. We should have never done it. And we've never done anything like this before. And as I said before, it would never happen again. I apologize. It was a mistake.
Okay, so there's the variance, the, 70 to 0. You encroach upon ComEd's property, right? And there's aluminum on the building that wouldn't otherwise be allowed under the Village of Wheeling, right? Aluminum siding.
I don't know if it's, is it aluminum or tin? It's steel. I don't think it's aluminum. Maybe the door might be.
I guess my point is, there wasn't an opportunity for village staff to say, oh, can you change this? Oh, this isn't gonna work. Oh, that's great. That didn't happen, right?
That didn't. I mean, they've all been out there. We had the fire department come through and.
After
make
the
some
fact,
changes
after the fact.
But they went through it and said it's a top-notch.
And part of what I appreciate what you do for police and fire. I really do. Part of what I struggle with is businesses come in here all the time, and they do it right. And I don't know what to do with this.
Well, I mean, we did the building right, we went about it the wrong way. But the building is code.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Heiken.
Thank you. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm on the same page with them. You've apologized for it. Still, it isn't right for the people around. But I appreciate what you do for the community as well. I'm not going to beat the dead horse. That's all I have.
Commissioner Sprague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, so you've been in the village long enough to know better, for sure.
I grew up in Wheeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you were on Milwaukee. I'm sure you had business things that you followed through with the village. So, I mean, my concern is not why you put that up. It's that you didn't come before us before you put it up. Did you think that you could just do that without coming before us?
It sounds so dumb, and it is dumb, the way it started out as a driveway, parking lot, overhang. It was wrong. I agree. But we did, I have to tell you, we had an engineer on the building when we were doing the roof, because we wanted to make sure it was strong. So we used it, Larson Engineering Company, I mean, they were involved in it. So we had a lot of consultation on it.
Yeah, it looks nice, and I'm sure it is a great addition to your building, but
It's as good as
it's
the
still,
building that it butts up to.
that doesn't,
It's still wrong. We
Yeah.
did it the wrong way.
okay, my second question. Why did you push your lot out onto ComEd property? On the west side?
On the back end,
Yeah,
it just grew and grew and grew with the fence. We kept moving it back. I didn't even know it was ComEd. I mean, we knew that ComEd was involved. We thought it was train property, which we've
there's
we've taken all that down and moved it back.
There's 90-foot transmission towers right there. I mean, that's a right-of-way.
I mean, the only thing that's ever back there is coyotes.
That doesn't take away
I
the
know,
fact that
I
you
know.
shouldn't have done it.
And here's another thing. Being that it is Commonwealth Edison, whatever, they've been into our place a million times because we have a transformer in our yard that they call us 2 o'clock in the morning and come out there. We meet them. Nobody's ever complained about that.
That still doesn't,
It's still, and that's why I say, we took that down.
so,
been moved.
so in my eyes, you have to understand, in my eyes, it appears as though you're doing a lot of things that you think you can do and get away with and not ask for permission or permits.
Only the building.
It
The
appears
other
that
thing-
way.
The other thing, I just didn't think it mattered. I mean,
Well-
because it's a train and there's nothing back there, weeds.
But it's not your property.
It's not our property, but it's not like we built anything on it.
You still put a fence out on someone else's property.
And nobody ever said a word about it.
That doesn't matter.
No, but wait, here, if you live in a house and you encroach on your neighbor's yard, he's gonna come over and say something if he doesn't like it. Nobody ever said anything to us. Was it right? No, it's totally wrong. We shouldn't have done that either. And that's why we took it down.
Well, it's a shame that this had to happen this way. Like I said, it looks like it's a fine addition to your building, but I can't recommend it to the board because of the things that have happened. That's all I have. Thank you.
Commissioner Carl?
Okay, yeah, I just have a couple questions here. First, so this is only used for investigations? Is that what you're saying? Like, if it's not, there's an investigation there, it's not in use for sure?
Like right now, it's empty. Occasionally, we'll keep a truck in there,
Okay,
one of our big heavy rigs.
okay. And then, as for looking at this blueprint, so you say it was a driveway initially, and then with an overhang?
No, it was a driveway.
Just a driveway?
Started out as a driveway, and then we thought, you know what, it'd be so nice to be able to work out there in the rain and,
Like the
wash your truck.
full width of it was the driveway? Like the slab was there entirely?
Yeah, yeah.
So
the
when
slab
did
we
when did the
permitted.
footings get added? How did you do that?
The footings, we had a guy come out and put them in,
He cut the slab?
cut the slab.
Okay, okay. And then that also wasn't inspected?
That wasn't what?
That was not inspected, I'm saying? When they came back into the footings, that was a separate?
I don't know, was that inspected? Did they come out with that? I don't think so.
And then I guess the other question would be, has the building commission, or not the building commission, but the reviewers looked at these plans and since approved them based on where they stand now? Like
I
structurally?
believe they've been in for review. I honestly don't know if they've received final approval. I don't know
Okay,
where it
'cause,
stands.
yeah, just,
But they have been in and people have looked at it. They've been in the building.
'Cause
The building inspectors have been in there. The fire inspector's been in there. I believe they've made the corrections they've needed to make.
And it
okay.
is one of the
My concerns would all be related to the structure itself, the footings really, based on what I'm seeing here. But if they have, I would be surprised if they inspected that, but, anyway, that would be my only concern, is whether or not this building was built properly with regards to the structure.
Yeah, and that is one of the conditions that I can read in a second, that they do have to obtain all the necessary building permits and inspections.
Okay.
Mallory, you were
That's all.
That's what I was
That's what
gonna,
she-
that's
okay.
what I was about to say.
That's all I've got.
Commissioner Meyer?
Good evening. Hi. So when exactly was this structure constructed?
When?
Yeah, when?
3 to 4 years ago.
And so then plans were done after the fact?
Well, the plans were done for the building.
Well, we bought it as a kit, so it came as a kit. It started out as an overhang, and
Yeah.
we bought it as a kit. It's like a prefab. We put it together, had a company come in
Uh-huh.
and assemble it.
The reason I'm asking is, like I said, I just looked at some of the, architecturally stamped drawings, and I see dates on there going back to 2024. So that's why I was wondering, when was this constructed? When were these drawings put together?
Yeah, that was done after.
Okay, thank you for acknowledging.
But it was based off earlier drawings, but we had to get an architect involved
Uh-huh.
in order to have the engineer come in and look at it. So it was
Okay,
a process that we should have done first, that we had to pay a lot extra to get it done after.
So when you got the architect and engineer involved, you didn't think about coming back to the village?
Oh, no, this was all after we already found out about it.
Oh, I see. So again, I would just echo the comments that have been shared by the other esteemed commissioners here. Given the work that you do with Wheeling, which, is very much valued and in community service, it's really shocking that you didn't think about the process as you were continuing your construction. That's all I have.
Okay, well, I think all my comments have been covered already. Marcy, you got conditions, I guess you might as well go through the conditions on both
Yeah,
of them.
and I don't remember who asked about the material, but I just wanted to clarify that. So under this variation, we also, since it's after the fact, the building addition was constructed with steel framing wrapped externally with a moisture barrier for insulation and sheeted on the roof and sides with aluminum. Since the structure is already built, approval of the after-the-fact addition would also include authorization for the use of aluminum siding, which is not a permitted exterior material. So it's not a separate variation, it's wrapped into this one because it's already built. So that's why we didn't separate it out. Someone had asked about that. All right, so on the variation, number 1, the petitioner shall obtain all necessary building permits and inspections from the Community Development Department to bring the existing building addition into compliance with applicable village codes. No further expansion or modification of the building addition shall occur without permit review and approval by the village. All aspects of the addition shall comply with the approved plans, village codes, and any conditions imposed by the village board as part of this approval. Number 2, the petitioner shall complete the plat of consolidation, docket number PSUB FP 25-0005, to consolidate all lots associated with the addition into a single lot. And number 3, no signage shall be installed on the addition unless approved through the village sign permit process in compliance with Chapter 21.4 of the Wheeling Sign Code. If you guys look at the beginning here, you can see they've got 3 lots.
Oh,
And,
okay. I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so we've asked them to fix it, and they've already submitted the plat of consolidation, so that only goes to the village board, and that's why you don't see it here, but he's already got that
So
taken
that's been
care of.
considered 3 pieces of property?
Yeah, so he
all
gets
along?
3 tax bills.
Well, we'll get you down to 1 tax bill anyways.
So, and then, do you want me to read the major site plan ones?
Yeah, might as well.
Because we'll look at this all together. Okay. So, number 1, major site plan and building appearance approval is contingent upon approval of docket number PV 25-0007, variation to reduce the minimum required side yard setback on the north property line from 17 feet to 0 feet, associated with a non-permitted building addition. Number 2, the petitioner shall obtain all necessary after-the-fact village permits and inspections to bring the existing building addition into compliance with applicable village codes no later than December 31st, 2025. Number 3, the petitioner shall obtain a permit from the Community Development Department for the installation of a minimum 6-foot-tall solid permanent fence or fence designed to match the existing fence surrounding the property along the west property line of 1290 Peterson Drive. The permit shall be obtained and fence installation shall be completed no later than December 31st, 2025. Number 4, all unauthorized elements placed or installed within the ComEd property shall be removed and the property restored upon the authorization and acceptance of ComEd. All restoration work shall be completed no later than December 31st, 2025, unless an alternate deadline is agreed upon in writing by ComEd, and a copy of any such agreement provided to the Director of Community Development. And number 5, the signage shall be installed, no signage shall be installed on the addition unless approved through the village sign permit process in compliance with Chapter 21.4 of the Wheeling Sign Code.
Thank you.
So the thing about the fence was that the fence was pushed out into the ComEd right away, and he has taken that down. The posts are still there and the pavement's still there, so that all has to be removed. But the new, he has to replace, I don't think I have a picture, no. The fence a permanent fence has to be put back along the west property line, and it has to just match this fence. I think right now there's just a temporary fence back there. So we just want him to put back the regular fence.
Okay. I had one question. I don't know if it's part of our building code or not. Do they need gutters on that side building? Guess that's up to the permitting
Yeah,
guys.
that would come through.
Because right now, it's just a sloped roof, right?
It's a slope roof, yeah.
Drains off.
I don't know.
And there's a drainage right there, a drain sewer.
Oh,
So the water runs right on the lawn, goes right through it.
okay. All right.
But that water would run onto your neighbor's property, correct?
That they're the ones
Seeing
with
that
the
it's a
drain.
zero side.
We've had some pretty good
setback?
rainstorms, and it just goes right into that sewer. It never backs up.
Yeah, the property is elevated and the sewer is right in between.
Well, you're asking for zero setback, so your building goes to the property line, correct?
It's a little within, a little 10 inches or so.
So that water coming off the roof is really
Yeah.
emptying into the neighbors.
Oh, I see that ditch.
Sorry.
That's adding to my point. Okay. Any other questions?
No, but are we going to address that water issue, or are we satisfied with the response?
I guess that would be part of the permitting.
Yeah, it'll be looked at permitting. I know sometimes, engineering will look at it to make sure that there's no impact from the building on an adjacent property with regards to runoff.
Thank you, Marcy.
Any questions down there? All right, so then on the variance, need a motion.
So moved.
Carl?
Second.
Carl and Smart, yes. Commissioner Carl?
Yes.
Commissioner Smart?
No.
Commissioner Riles?
No.
Commissioner Heiken?
No.
Commissioner Sprague is no. Commissioner Meyer?
No.
Chairman Johnson?
Yes. Okay.
5-2.
Didn't go as I thought. Okay, need a motion to close variance.
So moved.
Second.
Smart and Heiken.
Smart.
Smart, Heiken. Commissioner Smart?
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken?
Yes.
Commissioner Riles?
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl?
Yes.
Commissioner Meyer?
Yes.
Chairman Johnson?
Yes. And then on the major site plan and appearance, PSP MAJ 25004, a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer and Carl? Commissioner Meyer?
Nope.
Commissioner Carl?
I have a question real quick. Could I say something with a condition, or is it just a yes or no?
Yes or no?
Okay, then no.
Commissioner Riles?
No.
Commissioner Smart?
No.
Commissioner Heiken?
No.
Commissioner Sprague is the no. Chairman Johnson?
I'll be the yes again.
Okay, so remember, this is just a recommendation. You're going to go to the village board on Monday, November 3rd, 6:30 PM. I'll send you a letter tomorrow morning. So they'll get the summary of tonight's meeting, the comments and questions, and then you'll go there. For both things, both items. Since it was a major site plan, they look at that as well.
All right. Thank you all for your time this evening.
you.
May I get a copy of the letter? Would that be permissible?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just email me and I'll copy you on it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda, there's 3 items, including 2 public hearings that we will open, but due to some missing documentation needed for full review by staff, the commission will be continuing them until November 5th.
Yes, that's correct.
So, just to officially open it, we have PV 0008, request for variation to permit a reduction in required fence height from 6 feet to 4 feet, and to permit the use of an alternative fence material, chain link, in place of a solid fence associated with the relocation of an unpermitted playground for Motivated Learners LLC at 714 South Milwaukee. Oh, I missed the first one. We also had PSU 250020 request for special use to permit the operation of a specialized daycare center for motivated learners, LLC, at 712 and 714. And lastly, they had a minor site plan, PSP MIN 240035, minor site plan and appearance approval related to the unpermitted playground for motivated learners, LLC. So, Mr. Secretary, if you could read the two public hearing statements.
Request for special use approval to permit the operation of a specialized daycare center for motivated learners, LLC, 712 and 714 Milwaukee Avenue. A special use as defined in the zoning code is a use of parcel of land that requires review and consideration before approval due to the potential for negative impacts on surrounding properties. In order to be considered for a special use, the petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how the proposed use will not damage the enjoyment or use of the surrounding properties. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that their request meets the standards for a special use as established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record while a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board. Request for a variation to permit a reduction in the required fence height from 6 foot to 4 foot, and to permit the use of an alternative fence material, chain link, in place of a solid fence associated with the relocation of an unpermitted playground for motivated learners, LLC, 712 and 714 South Milwaukee Avenue. A zoning variation is intended to be a method of adjustment to equalize regulations where the zoning code has created an unnecessary hardship. A variation is designed to allow affected property owners the same rights and privileges that others enjoy in the same zoning district. In order to be granted a variation, the petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how their individual situation is unique or unusual. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that the request for variation meets the standards established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board.
Thank you. Ms. Knight, anything on this before we make a motion to continue?
Nope, we'll have everything ready for the next meeting, and we'll just take one vote for all three.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
as far
Yeah.
as, okay,
And this is being continued to 11/5.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so a motion to continue all three of these items to 11/5.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Carl. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Smart.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Chairman Johnson.
Yes. All right, approval of minutes of the regular meeting of October 8th, 2025, including the findings of fact for docket numbers PSU 250018 and PSP MAJ 25003.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Heiken.
Yep.
Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Smart.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. Other business, Ms. Nyes, you got anything?
We currently have 8 items on the agenda on the 5th.
Including these that just got pushed?
Yeah, so eat dinner ahead of time. That, yeah, I don't have anything else.
Well, let's go down the line. Anybody got anything down there? Nope. Down at this end?
Sure.
You got something.
Of course. Just to remind everyone that this Sunday is the Wheeling Park District Day of the Dead 5K run. So if you haven't registered, please feel free to go to the website.
And what's next Wednesday?
Prince Spaghetti Day. It is the Wheeling Taste of the Town at Chevy Chase. Right?
Yep,
5 to 8?
I believe so.
Yes. And as we say, old saying, don't meet me there, beat me there.
Yeah, you want to get there early.
Yes.
Any other business? This was a tough one because we had so many things that were seeking forgiveness rather than permission.
There's more coming.
And there's more coming, yes. The unpermitted playground. I don't know what we can do about these things happening, you know? It seems like we get more and more of these. But anyways, if there's nothing else, somebody adjourn this thing.
So moved.
Second.
Fire, smart.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're done.